Ooh, my bot needs to be refreshed. That's not fun. Hopefully nothing crashes while I do this. I kind of didn't even tell anyone in the Discord.
Like you do, AI, but now
we don't want that. Okay. I think is my bot set back up? Hello. I don't know if I expect that many people to show up. Sorry, I said 10:15. I probably need to put 10:30, but I was like, I need to make sure I get in on time. I hope that everything will be set up pretty okay. I need to make this post. And we're good? Are we good? That's live. This is live? Yeah. Multi-chat. That's connected. And that's good. Okay. We are officially up and running. I am excited. No, I wasn't planning on doing a New Year's stream, but then I was like, like the plans I had, like people got really tired real quick, so we're all old people, so we're like, let's go to bed. And then I was like, okay, I'm not going to bed. No, I'm staying up. I don't care. To be fair, I have been like staying up till like 5 a.m. the last couple of days. Not good. Don't do that, chat. Chat, don't do that. I said like, so 2 days ago, I was on like 3 hours of sleep. Cause I'm like, I'm gonna stay up, wake up early, and then I can just like fix my sleep schedule. And then, so last night I was supposed to do that, but then I had a friend who I haven't talked to in like months, and we both like dropped all of our lore that has been happening. So, you know, it was like 5 a.m. 4 a.m. when they left. I went to bed at like 5 or 6, probably 6. And I woke up at like 12:45, got ready, ran an errand, and then now I like hung out with people until like literally an hour ago, maybe. So yeah, I was like, I have time to kill. I don't want to like think that hard too much. And you know, I like hanging out with Twitch chat, you know, and YouTube chat. My lost souls. Yeah. Before stream, I was trying to fix my BGM. I don't know if it fixed itself. I still can't hear it. But every time I ask, people are like, yeah, no, it sounds great. It sounds, no, it's great. Oh. I figured it out, chat. My monitor audio device was set up to something else. Oh, there we go. Why am I doubling it? Oh, Chat. That was not fun. That's not Pog. Okay, I'm sorry. I didn't know that my audio was doubling. That happened to me in one of my clips, the Minecraft one, where I'm like, I'm so good at this game, or like, you should just expect things to go wrong. And then I like, Flip is great, but it pisses me off that the whole time you can hear the fact that my audio is doubling up. Here, let me find it. Come on. I have this in an incognito Chrome browser, so like hopefully I don't dox anything. It shouldn't be able to. Ooh, I might have YouTube ads. Wait, give me a second. A second, chat. Give me a second. Whoa, 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 whoa. Whoa, 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 whoa. This is not the video I clicked on. I clicked on this one. Yeah, okay. It's this one, chat. Here, let me enlarge it. You can hear
I'm so
the
good at this game,
doubling.
that's gonna age in a bit. I feel like that's, you know, that's my appeal.
It's pissing me off.
You know, I say something and you wait to see just how fast
Oh my gosh,
everything's gonna go terrible.
Soulception?
Was that a creeper?
Oh my gosh, look at that them being so good at games, right, chat? See, you can hear it. It's pissing me off.
What?
It's so annoying. Is it doubling up again? How do I make it so my BGM doesn't go to my desktop audio? Whatever. We're gonna cut the BGM for a second, chat. So I wanted to like look back at some of the things I did while we wait for the countdown. And just like look at all the videos and stuff. I feel like, so technically I started my channel at I might make this into like a short video, because I don't know how many people are gonna show up to this stream, but I'll cut it down. Yeah, my goal is to just look through this year on my channel. I feel like last year, technically in October, so October of 2024 was technically when I started my channel. Though I consider like November is when I started actually trying. And then like December I kind of fell off of the grind. But yeah, no, I wanted to like go through this year. This year has been one of the years of my life. I would say this felt like the longest year ever, and I've had the best moments of my life and simultaneously the worst. Like, maybe not the worst ever in my life, but it's pretty up there. It was a very year of all years. But no, I had a lot of good things happen to me, and also a lot of not, but you know, I will remember this year as like, you know how like, I don't know if anyone else thinks about it, things like this, but like I have like checkpoints in my life of like years of like 2016 had a lot of significant events. 2019 and 2020 had a lot. And then like 2023 kind of a little. But 2024 and 2025 has been like crazy. Just in terms of growth, in terms of doing YouTube, doing a bunch of like personal life stuff, and you know, I had a lot to do. So let me look back to where we started. So let's look here. My first video was oh, I should have got like a little pointer thing. I'm gonna point with my head. So technically my January, the one So I need a pointer. I need a pointer icon. The pointer mouse icon. How are people getting licenses of a cursor? Just let me get a little. Actually, you know what? I don't even need this. Where's my mascot? Here. This is my pointer, chat. I might tweet too. I forgot to tweet. Twitter. I genuinely forgot that it's named X. Nobody calls it that. Oh my gosh, sorry. VTubers, y'all gotta chill. Bookmarking that. Good thing you can't see that. Ooh, good thing I didn't open up Twitter on stream. Whoo, chat. Live now. New Year's countdown. EST. Bop. Bada bing. Let me get my BGM back up. I mute my desktop audio so you don't get doubled. Okay. The bit rate's low. Why? What's with my frames? Come on. Okay. What was I on about, chat? Okay. So. Oop. This was my first video right here of the new year. At least like in the video format. And that was me talking about my New Year's resolution, and I used one of my psych classes stuff to like make plans. I should probably rewatch that video and see if I like did any of my New Year's resolutions. I'm gonna be honest, I don't remember them. I did do one goal that I set. I don't know if I mentioned in this video, but I wanted to read, and on my Goodreads, I set a goal of like 5 books, and I read like 20 in the last 2 months. That's been my coping mechanism, chat. Next we got, I'm gonna give you guys like a little behind the scenes. I feel like I don't talk about my videos that I post other than being like, oh, it did pretty well, or oh, it did pretty not well. So I'm gonna give like a little history of some of these videos and like what I learned from them going into next year. So this New Year's one, I thought that my channel was gonna be a lot like this, where think like productivity YouTubers, but in a healthier light of like giving tips, but being like, hey, you don't have to do that. This is just like, if you want to do this thing, here's some tips. I struggle with these videos because it's really hard for me to give tips, because I know that like those productivity YouTubers kind of just like throw a tip out there and make like, don't talk about just how like varied everyone is and how like certain tips don't work for people. But I think that it might be something I want to do in the future, but it takes a lot of like research for me, because I'm someone where like if I'm talking about something, I need to know a lot about it, and that might also be something that I want to deal with, is like realizing I don't need to be like a thesis level student in a subject before I talk about it. So we'll see. I might do more. This next one, this Sonic fan game, I really like this one. I thought that I was going to edit more, and I probably should. This, I think, is one of my better edited videos from what I remember. I haven't watched this in a while. But, you know, it was early on in my journey, and I think it was pretty good. I spent a long time on it, but the fact that it was like 3 minutes was like not really good. I should have just like saved it for longer, but there's not that much footage I could use. I remember I'll talk about that later when I get to a particular video, but we'll see. As you can see, my first thumbnail, I thought this was really good. I don't know. It's a mixed bag. I don't know how I feel about this. There's way too much going on in my opinion. This is fine. This is a really good thumbnail for VTubers. Clickbait thingy, you know that's Minecraft. You got VTuber being down bad. That's literally all you have to do, chat. If you're a VTuber, take these tips. Like, you can tell. But no, this video, I really like the way I edited it. I don't really like the way I marketed it. I feel like I don't know if I'm like this kind of YouTuber, you know, where I like am super down bad chat, right? I'm realizing I'm more of a comfy streamer. That's something that I learned throughout this year is like, I didn't have to be clippable every second of my stream, and I can just like chill. I think that's interesting because I never watched any streamers to just chill, but learning that people do that and like trying to have that niche has been really interesting to me. Let's talk about this video. Oop. Nope. Yep. This video. This was my first thing on Minecraft. I had a little bit of a Minecraft kick back in January or December. And let me move my body. This kind of falls into something that I want to avoid next year, which is I love my journal entry videos. Like, don't get me wrong, they're some of my most rewarding videos, and I love every comment written on it. My issue is it's really hard for me to find that boundary of like letting you all into my personal life, but also maintaining boundaries. And that led to me a lot of the time just talking about how my channel's doing. And when you're only posting about how your channel is doing as content, that's not working, you know? So I might have less free, like, random talking. And instead have, like, here's a subject matter. But you'll see that I did that a little bit more recently. But, yeah. So next we got my Minecraft Let's Play thing. There's 2 videos of these. They got 23 and 24 views. I really liked it. It just took a long time to film and record, and I hated the editing process. I didn't know what to do. I was watching a lot of like Hermitcraft type videos, and I knew that it wasn't going to be something I sustain forever unless I find people, and I didn't know how to set up a server, and I didn't want to pay for it. So I don't know where that series is going to go. It might just not be like a YouTube series, instead just be me streaming. There's a lot of me streaming it. But yeah. This one. This is my, I think, only reaction video. This is my, no, I have 2 reaction videos. This is one of the 2. This I talked about Numi and some clipping drama. I don't know how I feel about this. This is one of my videos that have more views than a lot. I don't think it's my best video. I know that if I do these kind of reaction videos, I would do better. I think I'm really good at reacting to content, but it wears me out really quickly, and I feel like it'll get me in a lot of drama, and I didn't like editing it. This is one of the videos that I'm like, I have to get a video soon. Boom. I don't know how I feel about this. I also think the topic I wasn't as well researched as I wanted to be. Next we got karaoke. Wake Me Up Inside. I love that song. I'm gonna kind of skip over that. I don't really remember this one about me talking about gender. I was doing an essay on gender at the time. I don't think I did that good in this video. This might have been when I talked about how I don't like labels. Yeah. Next, we got my most viewed video in video form, not shorts related, which is questioning your identity with your friend, non-binary for anonymous. One thing that I want to get away from is using Astolfo in thumbnails. I really don't like that I do that. I might update these two thumbnails. I don't know. Astolfo is like associated with femboys and stuff, and I don't want people to think that I'm a femboy because I'm not. I'm not a boy. I don't want to be a boy. I'm kind of not a boy. As for like, these two videos did really well, and I can see, I mean, knowing that this video is like 25, this is 50, this is 20, this is 23, I figured out pretty quickly, like, it's a little discouraging because I knew that I can make progress faster if I would do ASMRs or reaction videos, or like maybe karaoke. I didn't feel as confident in karaoke, but my issue was ASMR was attracting a certain type of audience I didn't like, where they were very not respecting my boundaries at times. So I was like, I don't know if I want to do this. I might go back to it. It's also really hard for me to find scripts because I don't want to do any like boyfriend, girlfriend, partner experience kind of thing. Yeah. I don't know. I have a few plans. I feel like a lot of the time I just do ASMR just to post something. I don't know. There's a few times I do have passion to like voice act and do things, but I feel like my visual novel or like Lobotomy Corp stuff fills my needs, you know? Next we got this joke video. I rewatched this and I cringed so hard. This might not last forever. It's so funny and I love the editing. However, I hate the lead up. So my goal with this video was like, you know those like videos where it's like a boyfriend proposes to you, then falls down the stairs and dies, or like a meteor boyfriend tells you he loves you and then a meteor hits him and he dies. Like, it always ends up in that. I was like, I'm gonna do that, but instead I'm gonna like get people to go to the FBI because they're watching. I did femboy because I still wasn't too like, at the like start of the year I was very much not advertising myself as non-binary because unnamed Yusan, who I really respect as a person, kind of talked about this in one of their streams, where when you're non-binary as a VTuber, you get very pushed into being more feminine, and people kind of treat you more as like either like a like either just as a girl or either as like, I don't want to say the T word because I know it makes a lot of people not feel good, but like literally as like a gotcha moment of like, haha, this person isn't assigned female at birth, which like I could be, I'm not gonna tell y'all. So I thought that like non-binary, one, it's harder to make a impression that isn't like people trying to be like, oh, I figured out that your assigned gender at birth is this, or why don't you just do feminine stuff all the time, or like trying to like talk to chat members and be like, oh my gosh, you're, you know, queer or something. You scared me. You know, so at this time I was like, hey Steele, I'm just like doing a little recap of the year as we wait for the New Year's countdown. I don't have a countdown timer set up, so I'm just like gonna eyeball it. We'll figure that out in 8 minutes or something. Yeah, no, I think that it was like at the start of the year, it was really a big debate for me of like, should I advertise myself as a non-binary person, or should I just use femboy because it is easier to get views? And I was like, I don't really want to be a femboy or associate as a femboy. So I stopped doing that. So you probably won't see as many thumbnails with Astolfo in them. I love Astolfo as a character. I don't like Astolfo as like a symbol anymore. I feel like it's really weird. Like if you watch Fate Apocrypha, I love Astolfo. Love that character. If you just see Astolfo based on like memes and stuff, it's like, not as cool. I mean, that probably offends a lot of people, but God, there's fireworks happening where I'm at now. I literally did not process that there would be fireworks until I actually went and watched fireworks recently, earlier today. And that made me like prepared, because there are times where, oh my gosh, there's a certain holiday throughout the year in the place that I'm at. Not a good time. It is so bad for people with like, you know, PTSD or just like trauma or autism or like highly sensitive to sound. Not fun. But I feel like being prepared for it made me like it. The tax deadline is April 13th. I don't care who you send, I'm not paying my taxes. That kind of meme. I feel like there's not as much to say about these videos. There's a lot to say about these videos. I feel like there's two kind of like well, maybe three, but like two time periods in my channel in the last year of like, this was the first time period. I need to remember, you guys can't see my mouse. This was the first time period. Like, boom. Then it's this. Very distinct. Very different. You can tell. Hello? Let me grab... Yes. So, I'm gonna skip over the self-side... Hey, Scennique. Scennique. Chat, okay, let me cut the BGM for a second. Let me hide this for a second, too. Because this is a serious moment. Serious soul biz. Chat, I have been struggling with words recently. You know what I did the other day? I tried saying the past tense of bike. You know, like I'm biking across Europe. I said this person boked across Europe. Boke. I'm not smart, chat. Like, yeah, I'm not. Don't expect me to be smart. I never said I was smart. This is it's new moment. Yeah, no, I also had a moment where I was driving someone to the airport recently, and I was really close to the airport, and I like pointed at this thing flying in the sky. I was like, oh my, I was like, those birds are flying in a shape that looks like a plane. Wait. That's a plane. Like that's a plane. Like that was just a plane. Those weren't birds. So yeah, I've been like not that smart recently, chat. No, I think that with my channel, I think the 2 videos I've been most proud of the year have been this Ite cover. I'm really little lore drop, chat. I was mixing the vocals until the day I like posted it. Yeah, no worries about lurking. I did the mixing right before I uploaded it. I was very in my head, and I reached out to someone. I'm like, hey, I reached out to multiple people. And I was like, hey, can you help me? Like, is this good? Is this good? And I was like changing based on them. My original mix is 20 times better, in my opinion. I really did not like, but I just was like so distrustful of my ears. And like, I was like, they've done more covers. They've done things like they know how to mix. I just don't think they knew how to mix my voice. I also don't think that the way that I knew how to mix fit the song's vibe. I don't know. Something was wrong with it, but I really I want to do at least 1 or 2 of these next year. Like one of these covers. I actually thought I was going to do another one this year. I have like 3 in the works, but I was so in my head about my singing. We'll see. We'll get back to like why I haven't posted another cover for a bit. Now let's go. Thank you so much for the subscription, Scennique. This, gosh, I keep not clicking on the mascot that I'm using for this, the ADHD 1 billion project curse. For me, it's like, there's the classic saying of like, once you get 99% of the way done with the project, you're halfway done, because you just like keep doing finishing touches for 12 billion years. Tier 1, thank you. It's like that's been holding me back a lot. I've definitely held myself back a lot in a lot of ways in content creation, which I've talked about in, I think, every journal entry. Yeah, no, it's not like I talk about journal entry and then I'm like, I fixed that because I figured it out. No, I think that's part of the good parts about journal entries, even though I feel like at times they're redundant because it's just like, nope, still in my head. But like, I feel like that's more realistic. I feel like a lot of like self-help books or like video essays that YouTubers do, it's like, oh, and then I realize I should just post, and then I posted. No, that's not how real life works. You go, oh, I realized I should post, so then I posted once, and then I felt kind of off, so then I didn't do it, and then I had to redo it again, and I had to relearn that I needed to do it. That's what life is like, chat. That's more realistic. This repo collab. So one thing that I did a lot on this channel, probably starting around this time, was I started doing a lot more collab stuff, and it's something I want to do in 2026. I need to go a different way about it, because, and this is, anytime I talk about any other person, I've been so blessed. There's not been a single person I've collabed with who I haven't liked. Sorry, I just got a text. Like, everyone I have met has been nothing but like just amazing. I love all these people. I keep in contact with, I think, the majority of some, and just like, if you don't see me like collab with someone, I either, we went our separate ways cordially, or like we're just busy, or like we're still talking. We just haven't collabed, you know? Like there hasn't been anyone I've had animosity with in this community, like from directly talking to them. I loved this collab. I am so grateful for Rafina. Love her. I haven't talked to her in a bit, but I also met like Ghosty in this collab, which if you guys don't know, all the emotes that are really good in this in my Twitch chat is from Ghosty, and she does other people's emotes, so like go check her out. She's so fun, she's so amazing, such a talented person, and just so lovely. I miss talking to her. Yeah, no, I spent a long time editing this video. It didn't do as well as I wanted it to. So these two videos I probably spent the most time on, and I mean, Ite did really well. Yeah. Scennique just did one of the emotes that Ghost made. I've been voice cracking a lot. I swear I'm not going through silent puberty. Actually, I've been mad more recently in my life. I told someone I think that somebody is sneaking into my bedroom at night and like injecting me with testosterone. I can't prove it, but I know it's happening. Sorry, my ADHD meds. Sorry, I'm bored off. No, I really like this collab. I think I edited it really well. I think my best editing by far was that. Thank you so much, Scennique. You are being so awesome. Oh my gosh. Thank you so much. Thank you. Oh, I can't. It's doing every single one. That's so funny. If somebody gives 100 subs, I'm gonna like actually go insane. That would be terrible. Like, I don't know why it did it one by one. That's crazy. But thank you so much, Scennique. Yeah, sorry, I baffled. Thank you so much. Which I should also talk. This has been the first year that I've been affiliate on Twitch, and the first year that I made, you know, at least $1. I've made. It's not like I'm rolling in dough because of content creation, but I made money that I'm like, oh my gosh. If you guys don't know, I don't talk about it that much because I don't want to. I don't want that to be my focus, but I do have like. It's really hard for me to make money in the mental state I'm at. So I really appreciate like not just like anyone who does donate, but like I've been so grateful to just have a community. Anyone who chats, any lurkers who just, you know, sit there and let me yap has been so. I genuinely think that this has been like one of the biggest things that has changed my life. For the better. And I genuinely, I'm getting all, shut up, Chad. Shut up. Tsundere Soul is back. Here, let me 1 second get a countdown timer. New Year's countdown. I'm gonna try making this timer real quick so we can have this window capture count down. Oh, did not want to. Okay, good thing there was nothing crazy. We're doing EST. Am I EST? You'll never know, chat. No, I've doxed my time zone like 8 times, but we're doing EST. No, I genuinely think that this year has been crazy for me in terms of health, in terms of growth, in terms of like virtually everything. Like I found friends online. That's crazy. I've never done that before. And I found like actual friends in real life that I'm like, oh my gosh, like I would donate kidneys to these people. If I had multiple kidneys to donate. You know, that it's been amazing. And I genuinely think part of it has been my growth in confidence. I'm still not like brimming with confidence, but no, I feel like everything that my viewers have complimented me on has been things I've been so insecure about. I hated my voice, speaking and singing especially. And like people, you know, like I had a mutual who, I'm not gonna say who because I didn't ask their permission, but they DM'd me and they were like, yeah, I really like miss seeing your streams. Like sometimes I just listen to them and like fall asleep. And I'm like, that's so like amazing to me that people like enjoy some of the things I make. I get so in my head about that. And you know, I started learning more about myself, and I'm learning more of the like causes of why I'm so doubtful, but I'm getting there. I'm getting more confident. I feel like there's a lot more I'm going to talk about with my channel, because it's just a reflection video. I literally was in my bed. I was like, oh, New Year's timer's in an hour. Let's do that. Like let's get people together. Oh my gosh. I love hype trades are crazy. Chat, chill. Choo choo. Yeah. I've been like, I'm just so, I can't even like express how grateful I've been for everything. Like it's been amazing. Oh, hello. Oh, that just like went down 40 seconds. Okay, chat, I want you to all be ready. Let's cut the BGM. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Happy New Year! Oh, well, no more. Now we're going up. I don't know what we're counting down. We're counting up now. No, I'm so excited. That's the one emote that's drawn by me, if you can't tell. The soul bag. I have 2 emotes that are like 90% of the way done. And I did them back in like, I have no idea, like maybe like July. I was making them, but I just have not finished. No, I'm really glad that you guys are here, and let me talk more about just like some channel stuff that I was thinking about. I want to like have you guys know more about like the background of, because I feel like this to me has been one of the biggest changes in my life. Of like, I've learned so much more about myself. I don't know if anyone else has felt this way, but I feel like most of my life I've been like not doing things because I want to do them. I've just done things because that's what I've been doing. Like my brother did piano, I'm gonna do piano. My, you know, I'm good at like learning, so I'm gonna do this thing, you know? I haven't been like, oh, I like this thing, I'm going to learn about it. Or like do something with it. So this has been like crazy for me to be like, Hey, Mouse. Oh my gosh. Thanks for showing up. Mouse has also been amazing. Mouse, Steel, Scennique, there's been so many people that I see all the time. And I'm just like, oh my gosh, I'm so grateful that, you know, every time, like, even though I know I see these people all the time, it still just baffles me that you're still watching and still interested. And it's, I every time I stream, I get so close to just like crying tears of joy of just how lucky I am and I feel. It's been amazing. I think a lot of things has helped me this year in terms of like YouTube with confidence. It's been like chat, people showing up again. Thank you, Mouse. People like doing, like, I love anytime like there's a clip, there's people who are like sending memes in the Discord, any interaction where I'm like, oh my gosh, these people are like wanting to interact with me and like show me things, or like, you know, just anything like that has been mind-boggling to me. It's like, oh my gosh. And then like talking to other streamers and YouTubers has been also very interesting and helpful. I learned a lot more of just like, I've never been super good at meeting new people, and I think that is really hard for me, but I think I'm getting better at it. I don't think anyone hates me, hopefully. We'll see. Yeah, no, I really appreciate everything in the last couple of years. So after this collab video that I did, there were other collabs that I have done. I can't remember them off the top of my head. Oh, the Taka ukulele videos. There was 2 of them. The one that had 18 people, I think, when he returned from his break. That was insane to me, chat. A little behind the scenes. I was so nervous, chat. 18 people for little old Soul to talk to. I don't think I know 18 people I talk to in real life consistently, or like in general, maybe within the month or week. You know, I'm a very tight-knit group, which is why it's hard for me. Like, I feel bad because I'm like, I haven't interacted with Discord today, but I'm just like, my mental and everything battery is so low, it's not it's non-existent. And doing that, I was so worried about, well, one, I was like, I have not sang in front of people, like in terms of like they're listening and they can talk. Like, I know chat can be like, boo, you suck, but I'm like, okay, like, and you're a computer, like, what? No, not that I like see chat as computers, but like you can have, there's a separation you can have versus if I like sang and someone there was like, terrible, I would have been destroyed. Which nobody did. Everybody was so nice. And I met Stella Nocturne, who, you all need to go follow, check out. She is amazing. She's someone who I watch in my free time, which is weird for me to like watch my mutuals in my free time, I feel like sometimes, but I like Stella. She's great. She's funny. She has the same sense of humor as me. And anytime I say something weird, she just shows up. Like if I say, poopy butt farts, she's gonna be here. That would have been crazy, chat. Oh my gosh. Dodged. Everybody dodged in chat. We dodged Stella showing up at the worst part. It's a canon event for our streams at this rate. And there's been other YouTubers who I wanted to stream with, but things have fallen through. One person I'm really happy I'm talking to is Yuki Rose, which I hope that soon we can do something together. She's had a lot of health issues, but It's really fun. A friend of mine says I'm still their favorite ex. That's good. We dated for 15 minutes a year or so as a joke. That is like something I would have done. I would have been like, date me for 2 seconds so I can be like, yeah, I've dated people. That's like, oh, that's so good. Yeah, no, chat, I can't even express how just, everything has been great. I need to check real quick. I don't remember where my first Lobotomy Corporation stream has been. Oh my gosh, I forgot I did the Withering Waves one. Look at that. Okay. Oh my gosh. Yeah, no, I stream way more than I do anything else. What's been my... Before this year, my most viewed stream, and this is after... Happy New Year! Hey, Naloni. I can't read chat. I feel like this is a problem for me. Was 68 views. Chat, if we look at my most recent, well, yeah, 69. No, I have blown up in terms of like people showing up in stream. To the point where last Lobotomy Corporation stream, I didn't look. I don't look with view counts on. I don't want to know my concurrent viewers. I don't like it. It scares me. Before I ended stream, I glanced at it and there was like, at one point, like 11 people at once. I'm like, why? What? Stop. Please stop. No. It was so crazy for me. Yeah, so Lobotomy Corp has been something that I think has really, one, blown up my channel, but two, has been something that I've enjoyed doing. I think it's a game that I can stream and talk really well. It's hard to like I had a friend who I finally gave permission. I'm like, you can kind of watch my streams like sometimes. And they were like, yeah, I opened up a Lobotomy Corporation. I don't know what you were doing. And I'm like, yeah, no, that was not a good stream to start with. Yeah. We met through my brother, who was their partner at the time. Oh my gosh. Can I make the joke about polycules? I feel like a lot of... I was once talking to a trans girl and she goes, hey, do you want to join my like Discord of like local trans girls? I'm like, well, one, I'm not a trans girl. Two, I don't like give my Discord much. And then she's like, I swear it's not a polycule. I was like, that wasn't what I was thinking, but honestly, you should, like, good thing you know that you should specify that, because that is the stereotype. That's crazy. That made me die laughing. I was like, that's funny. No, you're funny. That was a sidetrack. So here we got my creepypasta reading of Stairs. It should have been me. I didn't join the polycule. There was no polycule, and I didn't date them. Chat, I'm never gonna date anyone. I'm literally... I was gonna say I'm ugly, but that was another thing I learned this year, is people don't find me ugly. And that's so weird to learn at my age, that like, oh my gosh, that's what people, like, that was flirting. Chat, let me take this down, because this might be a clip. When I was a kid, maybe up to like a teen, people would stare at me sometimes, and I would like not know why. So like as a kid, I thought it was like I was a character in a book that had like super secret powers, and like nobody could tell me because like I was dangerous. Like, have you ever seen Haruhi Suzumiya? Like, I thought I was Haruhi. And like if I knew my powers, I could like change the world and stuff. And like and then once I hit teens, I was like, oh, they're staring at me because they hate me. They don't like me. I'm gross and ugly. But apparently that's not the case. What they were doing was they were looking at me because I was appealing. So that was a thing to learn this year. That was weird. My social cues, chat, are so bad. It's not like I'm so good at reading situations when it's not me who they're like talking to or involved with. Like, I can mediate conversations, stuff like that. But like, as soon as somebody looks at me, I'm like, what? One of my friends, their quote literally was, somebody could make out with you and you would think that they hate you. And I'm like, you know, that you didn't have to like say it like that, but like, yeah, no, that's true. Like, oh, it's so good. No, so that was them calling me out for the day. Yawning. So next I was gonna do like this, I keep another like thing that happened this year was I would make series so okay, no, that was right. I would make series like Tuesday Talks or would we Spooky Saturday. That's what it was. So this was part of my Spooky Saturday where I would like post a scary, like me talking about a scary video on Saturday. That lasted 2 times, chat. That lasted 2 weeks. We did a little better with Tuesday Talks, as you can see. A lot of these were uploaded on Wednesdays. We don't talk about that, chat. The video says Tuesday. It's Tuesday. So I don't think I'm gonna do series like that because I feel like if anything, it like this year happens again, that's not gonna be sustainable at all. Every single week, I felt like from like September to now, I've had like the craziest character arcs. To the point where like I was talking to a friend who I literally like made friends with this person this year, and I was like, I feel like I've known you for a decade. Like I literally, it's hard for me to imagine a life where you weren't there, and that's not like anything crazy. It was just like that is how it was. It's Thursday, or as I like to call it, Tuesday. Exactly. No, it's Tuesday somewhere. Copium. I can celebrate New Year's tomorrow, right? Like, it's been crazy. Just the level of what my life has been like the last couple of... The year starts out of touch Thursday? An out of touch Thursday? Yeah. Oh, wait. No, it's Thursday? Oh my gosh, it's Thursday. Chat. That's crazy. So let's talk about my Tuesday Talks. If I would do a Tuesday Talk every week, chat, I feel like it would not go well. Because I thought these 3 weeks my life were being crazy, and then these 3 weeks were crazy. Also, I just noticed, chat, this was not me. I didn't plan this. The 3 happy ones were white, and then the 3 ones where I had a rough week were like me sad. That's crazy. No, Tuesday Talks is still going to be a series I do, but like I said earlier in the stream, I'm going to change it in a way of, I think I need to stick more to a topic and, either talk about specific parts of content creation or specific parts of my life instead of just being like, man, I haven't uploaded in a while. That's because I'm in my head. And then just say that for like 10 minutes. I feel like that's what Tuesday Talks have become at times. And I might talk more about just some of my like things I might normally be scared to talk about. Like some of the books that I'm reading or like lessons I learned. Maybe scientific papers that I like read that I've like noticed in my life. Like this really interesting theory on OCD, or I did this like paper about mania, and there's a paper about anxiety and depression, and it like so good. Sorry, I'm being nerdy right now. But no, I do want to do more like consistent things. I was thinking about doing stuff in the Discord of like, oh, let's read like abnormalities from Lobotomy Corporation. Like, let's read their profiles or like read what they're based off of, because I know a lot of them are like Hans Christian Andersen tales, which I've been reading. But yeah, like I want to do more. I feel like a lot of the times throughout the year, I was like pigeonholing myself into niches because I needed to have a niche. But like Lobotomy Corp was something where I didn't feel like I forced myself to like have that niche. I've just liked the game and it genuinely interests me. I love anything that's like complex lore and like literary references. Even though I didn't read until probably the last 2 months, I started reading seriously. So I've just been like super excited to do Lobotomy Corp. I think it makes great content. Hello. Give me a sec, chat. Oh, thanks, Saribot. Dang, advertisers ruining my train of thought. No, I'm really excited for the new year. I don't know how it's gonna be. If you guys don't know, I've mentioned it a bit, but I'm applying to grad schools now. Hopefully next summer, fall, I'll be in grad school. We'll see. But I don't know how well I'm going to be able to post content as much. I don't think you guys will notice a difference. It's just content might be more rushed. Because I've been like, it's not like I don't have free time right now. I've just been using it for other things for my mental health. Like reading, playing music just for myself, like not recording it. Like going out, talking to people. It's been really nice. Yeah, and I think that this has really helped me, like I said. I also did this week Christmas Magic, a creepypasta reading. I don't know. I really want to be able to do more like talking about books or like talking about just things that interest me, but it's really hard for me to be like, hey, I want to talk about this and like have that audience for it, which is weird because like me doing Tuesday Talks has been crazy. Of like, I'm getting 100 view videos from me just being like, life be hard, man. Like, I like to think there's more depth to that, but you know, I do that, you know. It's been nice to have that aspect. I want to now discuss, I feel like videos were on the backseat this year. After this video, especially because I put so many hours in it and it did not do as well as I wanted it to. like right here. Same with these two videos. But other than that, I was like, I really like videos. I just focus on other things. Like, I can't see which one I think from here. No, because this I tried uploading in December, but I didn't. Yeah, I think from here on. No, from here on. Oh, you can't see my mouse. Why am I acting like you can? From here on, these top rows were shorts that I posted this year. And I think they were good. Especially the last, these three I'm really, really proud of. And I'm glad they got the views they did because I spent so much time on them, like fleshing them out. And I think they turned out really well. I sent them to a friend, which I normally don't let my friends watch my content because I don't want to like censor myself. I feel like this is like a place where I don't have to worry about like, I don't have to worry about things like affecting my personal life as much. I still do. I'm not going to be like, this is my social security number. But like these three I'm really proud of, and I sent them to a friend and they were like, this is really good. And it meant the world. Cause I spent so much time on it. This Better Luck Next Time one I did in one take. It got a lot more views than I thought it would. The first half I really listened to and it's not good, but the second half I think I did really well. I might do a full cover of it. I don't know. I don't want to make that promise, but I really like that song. If you don't know, I learned about this song while I was on a trip, actually, on Twitter. I can't remember the name of the person. Give me 1 second, because I know I credited them in this. I don't want an ad to... Look at description. I didn't. Hello, chat. I can't find it. I think I credited it on Twitter. Which, I think I said this before, but I'm not going to use Twitter as much. I kind of haven't gone on Twitter like this month, and it's saved my mental health. But the person who originally showed me this song, it showed me, but like I saw, because there was this clip going around of them singing, and they were like on a Blue Yeti snowball and just sounded so amazing. I like posted this to Twitter and I was like, shout out, like, aloha, Shiki, you know, the vocalist. And I went like, thanks this person for showing me, like, for covering this song and like showing me it. Because I knew Aloha before, but I only really listened to like the Reichi songs that they produced. But this Shiki, which I love Shiki, I just didn't get the chance to like listen to it yet. And the person who posted the song cover and like showed me it liked the song. I think it's like Roka. It's like a cockroach VTuber. Very cute. I love her model. Love her voice. Very kind individual. Liked my post and was like, glad I showed you it. You did it awesome. And that meant the world to me. I was so happy. Social media has been boring lately, especially Twitter. It's just gotten worse. It's a lot of like drama and, you know, some VTuber drama. I feel like I'm just third wheeling like two high school friends fighting, and I'm like, I don't need to be here. Like, I'm good. So I'm glad that I've kind of stopped going on Twitter. And I feel like I want to focus on like, you know, if people come out to me and collab, I'll collab. I'll love to get to know them. But I want to make sure that like the people I know and I have collab with, because I'm just so lucky to know them, I want them to like talk to me and like I talk to them. It's also just been really hard for me because of health issues to post in general, let alone keep in touch with people. So I don't want to like drag myself short of like, instead of focusing on what I have now, I'm just gonna be like, oh, I'm gonna go collab with more people, because I don't want to like, I collab with people not for growth. I just want to like, I'm like, whoa, this person's cool, I want to learn about them. But I don't want to like just watch streams. I feel like that's like weird. But let's go into my lives. My lives. We have still not beaten Celeste. I don't know when I'm going to beat Celeste. We were on our 4th stream. I don't know what we're on now. Has it been that long since I streamed Celeste? No. Okay. I've stopped nutmering them. Anyway. Then we have the famous Soul tried to get nether rods and died like 80 gorillion times. And that was like, I literally remember that in January. That was probably the hardest time for me to stream. You can tell from this this thumbnail on how annoyed I was. I kept dying and losing all my stuff. Start of February. That is genius. Soul, don't say that. You literally titled it that. Don't stop. Then I tried doing Pokemon Platinum Renegade Nuzlocke. I want to do a Nuzlocke, and I want to do these like mods. Like literally today I watched Wolfie doing like VGC stuff. I saw Leslie or Fushli, I never know which one to call her, talk about her time doing competitive Pokemon now. I love Pokemon. However, I did not factor in, like, I should have just started with a regular degular Nuzlocke. Like, I shouldn't just go in. That had a lot of chat. Let's go into my most embarrassing. Oop. That was crazy. Let me pretend like we're doing a little. This might be a clip. If we're going into most embarrassing moment of the year on stream, there was a person, I'm not going to say who, just so I don't. Yeah, no, I love this person. I still am in their like Discord. I'm like watching them from time to time. Who I wanted to reach out to, I wanted to get to know. I'm like, oh, this person's really cool. They're really like comfy, awesome stuff. Yeah. I raided into them. And one of the clips from my Renegade Nuzlocke of I kept dying to the first battle or something, I just kept having to reset, and I kind of went insane to a point where I needed to catch a Pokemon or something, and I started barking at the Pokemon. Don't know why. Don't ask me. Sometimes we, like, have you never had Jeebus Christmas, Jacob? Have you never had a time where you're like playing Pokemon or a game and you're just getting really annoyed, so you just start like barking at the game? Anyway, that's what happened. So after I raided into their stream, they're like, oh, let me like show this person's like stuff because they raided in and like stuff, yada yada yada. So they open up the freaking clip of me barking at a Pokemon. I wanted to explode, chat. I don't think I've been so embarrassed in my life. Like, I would have rather, like, I don't know. I literally could not think of anything worse. It was so bad. I genuinely sometimes at night still think about that. That was my most embarrassing moment of the year by far. Yeah, no, I remember after I ended stream, I rated it and she started opening the clip and I'm like, no, like audibly at my monitor. I'm like, no, don't open that. Don't open that. And then she just goes, oh, um, anyway, I don't really understand what's going on here, but they seem cool. I'm like, I hate my life. That was the worst moment ever. I guess, oh, chat, remind me, I also need to talk about my collaborations I've done. So yeah, we're gonna come back to Pokemon. I think I have it scheduled for Friday. We're going to do a Pokemon White Nuzlocke, and it's gonna be more chill. Hopefully, I'm gonna read through the story. I played Pokemon Black when it first came out, but I didn't read stories at that time, so I don't remember what happened. But I do know that that Pokemon character, oh my gosh, they are part of my non-binary awakening. They're non-binary in my headcanon. Yes. Then we got more Minecraft. Celeste. Celeste streams are just me raging for hours. House of Fata Morgana, chat. House of Fata Morgana. Where is it? I've not streamed House of Fata Morgana, if you guys don't know, for 6 months. I don't know. I don't know if people want it still. Like, it's slowly tapering off on views. And I'm not about views. I'm just like, I want to know if people are still going to watch it. Because the other issue I have is my voice is destroyed. If you look at my other streams, they're like 2, maybe 3 times the length sometimes. This one was an exception because I wanted to finish this chapter and I thought I was close. And then I apparently was almost 4 hours. But it is really hard for me to talk that long. 2, I'm scared of spoilers. 3, it's really scary for me sometimes because with visual novels, you don't know when things are going to be not safe for people. So like, it's really hard for me to hotkey this and know if I'm just like being a little baby or like things are actually going to be bad. Yeah. I would like to do visual novels. I might switch from, instead of like, yeah, most people I've seen have multiple people on to voiced characters. That might be what I do. I might reach out to Marcy or Bunny and see if they want to do something. But if they don't want to, completely fine. I understand. Visual novels aren't for everyone. There's something I might want to do. I might stick to like really short one-shot ones. I know there's a few like really short ones that are related to like gender or sexuality that I think I downloaded. I don't know. We'll see. Maybe I just do one that's like 7 or 8 hours. That's like 2, maybe 3 streams. But even now I'm still trying to like, because I keep going on and off of posting, there's times where I have to like readapt to talking for so long because I'm a very quiet person in terms of I only really talk a lot when I stream or when I hang out with people. And we already know my stream schedule and I don't hang out with people. So my voice is always destroyed after these. Yeah. The Wizard 101 is not going to happen for a bit. Probably, I don't know if I'm going to do it again. That was 2 streams, 8 hours. I don't think I finished the series. I had a lot of fun. If people want it to come back, I will. Those are some highlight, like those are streams I really like. In terms of like what I've done, I don't know if I would like doing more of them, but I liked them. I don't have a membership right now, so I would have to rebuy that. I don't know if I want to do that. Let's talk about the stream that I probably think is the only stream I regret doing. Well, maybe the thigh cams, or I don't know if I'm ever gonna do Twitter Freaks again. And that's Wuthering Waves. I did this for a few reasons. One, I was watching Bunny and her friend play it, and I was like, I'll do it for a stream. I didn't like it. I was also kind of like, I don't know what to stream. I was getting mad at Minecraft, and yeah. But I don't really want to do that many gacha games. I feel like I only want to ever stream like ones where I'm like, okay, I kind of get, like, these don't feel, not to say that they aren't predatory, but they feel like you're getting something out of it. I feel like there's a difference between games that are made and then throw gacha into it versus games where gacha is the focus, you know? Not to diss on Wuthering Waves, it just wasn't for me. Like Limbus, I know is going to be for me because I love the lore, I love the characters. Not gachas are predatory, full stop. That they are, like, it, any advertising thing is going to be kind of predatory. I mean, like, predatory in a sense of like, I still feel like I get something out of it. You know, like, the best way to describe it is like, you know, those like mobile game ads where like their whole focus is to like either get you to buy like ad-free stuff or like power-ups, and it's like full pay to win. I think like Pixel Gun 3D, if you were ever doing that. Like those games feel like they are meant to like be playable because you bought something. Whereas like Arknights, when I was playing it, and I think 2018, 2019, like, yeah, I can say it's predatory because like I need to spend money to get all the characters I want, but I didn't spend any money and I had a lot of fun and fulfillment. I just stopped because I was bored, and also I lost my account. But like I felt like the gameplay was fine, like free to play wise. I know a lot of people are like, Arknights was not good free to play. No gacha is going to be perfect free to play. Like if you pay for gachas, you're going to have a better like time. But yeah, which I don't really like gachas. Like I'm not going to get something because it's a gacha. But if I like something, like, how do I explain this? Gachas are a turnoff for me in games. But if there's a game series I like and it happens to have gachas and it still functions, I'm going to play it. Literally, the only reason I'm doing this whole spiel is just to be like, I want to play Limbus Company. Like literally, if you take anything from this spiel, it's I want to know the lore of Project Moon. This is like a, you know, like, I don't know. It's like me trying to get people into One Piece. Limbus is fun. Good. I'm going to talk about Project Moon in a bit. Let me get through these. The one block, I don't know if I'm going to do it. The problem I have with one block Minecraft streams are I need to have plans, and it's really hard for me to talk and stream. Or why did I say that? That literally made no sense. It's hard for me to play games and stream, like talk wise. That's why I like Lobotomy Corporation, because I can pause. We also got the first karaoke stream, which I don't remember too much about that, but I really enjoyed it. I might do more of those if there's something you like. Yeah. I mainly did that because I was doing collabs with Taka. Which I don't know if I met Taka this year or last year, but Taka has been amazing in so many ways. Melee, probably not going to do as many melee. I'm probably not going to do melee. Maybe once here and there, but it's not my main focus. Now, if you want to talk about main focus, I may have been on a Lobotomy Corporation kick. And by that, I mean, I'm still on that kick. I really like streaming this game. It is one of the games that I love streaming of all time. I love that I learn things. Nothing is like streamlined. And I just mess up a lot. I don't remember part 2. The second stream of Lobotomy Corporation, I think, was the day I might have first cried on stream. That was one of the first streams that I did as affiliate, and people gifted subs. They gifted, I think I got like 20 gifted on that day. Maybe 10. I don't remember. But I don't do this for money. Like, at all. If I did, I would be doing more of the stuff I knew works, like ASMR and reacting stuff. But I just don't have as much fulfillment in that right now. I may in the future, but no. So like the fact that I made even $1 doing this, to me as a person, meant a lot. Especially because with someone who I'm not like, my chronic illness is not something that affects me all the time every day. It just makes it so nothing can be super consistent in my life, and that's really hard for jobs where it's like you don't want to hire someone where they're like, yeah, no, I can be the best worker for 2 weeks and then randomly one day I'm going to make it so I just can't do anything. Or randomly, you know, I might be able to, like, I can't work for a couple hours because I need to take care of my, like, health. Or some days I may not be, like, I may have to call in the hour I'm supposed to show up. That's not good for employers. And when you're, like, 70% of your life is spent, like, quote unquote normal and healthy, but then those 30% makes it so you can't work that well or functional, you get really in your head of like, you're wasting money. You're like this like parasite on the world. And I talked to someone else who has chronic health issues, and we were talking about this a lot of like, you make a lot of your like self-worth based on if you make money. And it makes it so like nothing you do, like every waking moment of your day is like, but I could be making money. And not in like I would need money. It's like, I'm a bad person for not making money. And I've been kicking that to the curb, but you know, it's still so nice to just like, you know, be able to justify this in my mind of like, I made money one time. I made money like 2 or 3 times actually. So now when I stream, I'm like, you know, if I don't make money, awesome. If I do make money, awesome. I'm so thankful. I'm just like, I don't know. I don't know how to describe it, chat. I've been so lucky as a person. I genuinely have not had any bad experiences with my community. The few ones that I did was like, I would like be like, hey, knock it off, and they stopped, or I I don't know if I banned anyone. I think I just said, hey, stop. Or like, hey, I don't want to be treated that way. And everybody has been nice and understanding. It's been so great. But Lobotomy Corporation is just so special to me as a game. I got a t-shirt of it. I have a HOD keychain now that I have on my Ida bag. No, I've been so thankful for Lobotomy Corp and probably Celeste too. As much as I rage at the game and I don't like platformers, Celeste has been something that I really like, some of the like content that I make from it. I think it really highlights my ability to be funny. But yeah, let's talk about the most recent ones, because I'm just grouping all the Lobotomy corporations together. Art stream. It was fine. I don't know if I'm going to do it again. VYAP. Ukulele. This was with Taka. I really like this stream. I think I was really funny in it. Yeah. No, I really like this stream. I like Taka. Yeah. It's really hard for me to collab with anyone at times, but Taka's really great, and I'm really thankful that he has given me so many opportunities. This Minecraft one that I streamed 2 months ago was pretty chill. I don't really remember it too much. I was kind of not doing great mentally, which leads to we needed to talk not a graduation. I'm really glad that I did that stream. It really helped me come back to things. If you guys don't know, I basically took a month, maybe 2, off of everything. I didn't post a single short. Maybe I posted on Twitter once, but I had to stop. I went through really bad health problems, and I didn't know if I wanted to do anything anymore. Not just like YouTube, but like I was not myself anymore. And I'm still like, it's not something I can recover from, but I'm like learning how to deal with it. And coming back and seeing people still watch me, like, or like wonder where I am, like, or like people still talking in Discord, or like mutuals like reaching out and being like, hey, I like miss your content. Like, and just reaching out in general. Sorry. It really like meant a lot. So, no, that really helped me come back. And then 8 days ago, when I streamed my next Lobotomy Corporation stream, and I got so many concurrent viewers, and chat was like going off, but I may tend to be quiet, but I'll always be around. No, Steele, you've done so much for this community, and really have helped me, from like my Minecraft skin to like the Discord server art. Like I'm trying like really hard to keep it together right now. I cry on stream way too often. No, I genuinely like, I don't know how to like convey how much so many things that people have done have helped me as a person, not just as like a streamer, in terms of like feeling more confident about my voice, feeling more confident about being androgynous. This year I started wearing makeup in public. I came out to my 2 closest friends. I changed my name for them, and like I changed my name and told them. I did a lot more like personal photo shoots and like felt good about myself, and I don't hate my voice all the time. Like I may not like it as like, it's not my favorite thing, but like I recognize that some people think it's really nice, and I, you know, that, and then like the fact that anyone's interested in just me yapping, or like they spend time from their day to like watch or comment or like do art or make clips, and like mutual is like wondering where I am, checking in on me, you know, talking about life. The few times I've like stayed up on call with them, I genuinely like, I don't even know how much this year of like doing content and streaming has impact. Like, I don't know if I could ever fully understand how much this has impacted my life, but it has. And I, you know, at the start of this year, I was a completely different person than I am now. In terms of stuff like not marketing myself as a femboy to please others, like being open that I'm non-binary, being open that I'm like demisexual, and I don't want to be like constantly like sexualized on stream. Like I'm fine if you do that, but like not like, there's a place. I want there to be a place where I can like avoid that if I want to. And being open about that, like answering questions people have about gender or my sexuality or other things. I think, you know, it's been so rewarding. And let's I don't cry again. Let's get into my last thing, which is collaborations. I had two collabs that I want to highlight. First one was with Marcy. If you guys don't know Marcy, you should. Marcy is amazing. Good friend. It says I'm not subscribed. I'm not logged in. I am subscribed to Marcy. I don't want any drama. Oh my gosh. This was also by a turtle shark. If you guys don't know, I think all of my, like either half to all of my scripts have been from Turtle Shark on Reddit. And they are amazing. But Marcy was so amazing. I don't even remember the process of making this that well, but I talked to Marcy a lot, and she is just amazing and has such a lovely voice. Next. Oh. Just gonna. Okay. Please don't be anything weird. We got. Oh. Okay. Sorry, Bunny, but you're booba or boobling boobaliciously. Respectfully. We have. Oh my gosh, I forgot about this. I forgot what I recorded. I remember I recorded something with Bunny. Bunny, friend of the channel. We love Bunny. Bunny is amazing. I collabed with her. I reached out. She was maybe 1,000 subscribers. And I knew from the first video I watched, I'm like, this person is going to blow up. And I love her voice. And she's so good at acting. And some of the scripts she picks are amazing. I think it was like a depressed person that I first watched. And I saw Marcy and the description, and I'm like, oh my gosh, we both found Bunny. And I was like, Bunny, I like sent out an email, not even expecting. I think I had like 12 subscribers at the time, if I'm being honest, maybe 30 at most. And she decided to collab with me, and not only that, like after our collab, she was like, hey, join my server, and I joined her server, and then she was like, hey, let's hop on call with all of my friends, and I've talked to them. They're great. I talked to Bunny. Genuinely just like one of the greatest like friendships I made for a bit. Same with like Marcy and Taka and Ghosty and Yuki. I talked to Yuki so much, even though we haven't done anything together. Just like all these people have really inspired me to keep going, and I don't know if I would have kept going if I didn't have them. They've been so pivotal to like just keeping my channel going. I know it's something that requires remedying, and I think I can have it ready in your hands before month is out. Ooh, I was thinking too hastily. Yeah, no worries. Like, yeah, take your time. Steel, Steel is so good at drawing and pixel art too, and game design too. Like, oh my gosh, I have such like talented people in my community. It's so great. So the other thing that I really want to say about Bunny that I want to highlight and really like just talk about, like, nobody clip this and give it to her at a cut. Like, no, you can, but like, I will forever be so grateful for Bunny, one, for working with me. Let me cut the BGM because this serious soul talks. I don't know if I would ever, like, there are a lot of people who I really respect on, and I don't take this as like me being like Bunny is my bestest friend and every other content creator sucks. No, I just really want to highlight something that I took from meeting and talking to Bunny. One, I'm so glad that she decided to work with me. I was 10, 20 subscribers. She had 1,000, chat. Like, numbers were crazy different. And she still decided to collab with me. And it meant a lot. I maybe have had like 1 or 2 ASMR videos at this time too. And not only that, like, that blew up my channel. I think I almost doubled my growth at that time. Not only that, she kept like talking to me and things going, which her Marcy. Yeah, Marcy. I don't know why. I don't know why I had to do a double take. I think it's because I know people with similar names. Her, Marcy, Taka, Yuki, Ghosty, Stella, all like do that, but Bunny was the first one where like she would invite me to calls, she invited me to servers, stuff like that, encourage me to like keep streaming, do ASMRs, a lot of behind the scenes stuff where I'm like, I'm so happy I met this friend. So yeah, thank you so much, Bunny. I knew, I can't remember when it was, but one time she was like, something something. I don't remember exactly, but I legit remember telling her, I'm like, I think you can have 10K subs easily. I think you can get to 100K. And I want you to like know that I think that. And I think Bunny can get to 100K. I'm going to be so happy when I'm right. No, go join Bunny stuff. Join Marcy stuff. Same with everyone else I mentioned. Ghosty was such a big help. Yuki and Rafina. And Stella and Yuki. Taka. All these people have been so amazing and just pivotal to keeping me going, keeping me out of my head. It's just been amazing. I just feel like all of my channel support and growth has been from other people just being so kind to me, whether it's viewers, people I collab with, or friends, IRL and now like online. So I don't want to just like be sappy all the time because we know that I always am sappy. But genuinely, this year has been probably the hardest, yet also most rewarding year of my life. And I'm so glad I've stuck to content creation, streaming, and just everything. So I'm going to end it here. My throat's getting sore, and it's been an hour into the year. Thanks for spending your year with me, and I hope that next year you can stop by at least once. And yeah, no, I've been so happy to do this. So I'm gonna call it here. Have a good one, chat. Why is there an ad? Why can't I stop the ad? See ya. Yeah, if you're a Twitch streamer and you're still watching in ads and stuff, that's rough. Expect me to stream. I think I have it scheduled Friday. I might stream another time. To see. Yeah, thanks, Scennique. To get a lobotomy corporation 1 and 2. But I definitely want to get a Pokemon Nuzlocke 1 in. Yeah. Oh my gosh. Every time I end, it's so hard to end stream because I just enjoy it so much. But yeah. Thank you for all being awesome, and I'll see you in the next year. Well, this year, I guess. Thanks, Lost Souls.